Hello and welcome to another episode of Inspired Women Gathering Show. This is a show that talks about all things from life, relationships, spirituality, business, and everything in between. Women are so inspiring, living through their stories, finding resilience, resourcefulness, tenacity, and the powerful impact that we make in the world. I love connecting and having deep conversations, sharing with you the women I am inspired by and so blessed to know. My name is Dixie Bennett. I'm your host, and I'm a soulful woman and wealth coach and healer, helping heart-centered entrepreneurial women heal their self-worth, embody their soul purpose, and create sustainable business with heart. And I created this platform to highlight the most amazing women that I come across and connect with, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. And I am so excited to introduce to you this beautiful soul. Her name is Lorephil Aguinaldo, and her topic today is the power of a winning mindset. Lorephil was born and raised in the Philippines, arriving in Canada in 2011 as a foreign worker. She left her family behind to take a gamble that she could carve out a better life and bring her family here. To conquer her loneliness, cleaning other people's homes is where she found solace. Her business was started last 2016, when one of her clients found out her potential as an entrepreneur. She invested herself for 2 years through her mindset. Now she's ready to be a leader and an entrepreneur on her cleaning business. From herself cleaning, now she has 5 employees that serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta. She's been nominated in Alberta Women Entrepreneurs Awards, Newcomer Award finalist in Alberta Business Awards of Distinction 2020, and New Citizen Award finalist in Superlative Awards. So thank you so much, Lorephil, for being here. I'm so excited to connect with you and to dive in, and you just have the most beautiful story, and I just can't wait for you to share a little bit more about yourself. So thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Dixie, and thank you so much for inviting me for this abundance interview with me. And I am happily share my lovely story to you to inspire more soul entrepreneurs to help their business growing.
Beautiful. So one of the things I love about Lorephil, and she came to me through my Facebook group actually, and we've had a couple of conversations, and you know, she shared with me a bit about her personal story, and she has so many amazing, I think, synchronicities and ahas and powerful, tenacious heart for her to move across the world and to follow her dreams and do what she does, and to be where she is today. So I would really love for you to share a little bit about your life in the Philippines and just those aha moments, those experiences that kind of lit you up, that you knew Canada was your place.
Right on, Dixie. Yes, when I was 15 years old, I remember at that time when I was in high school, the teacher talked about Canada. And then since when I was a child, to see the snow. And then when she discussed it in our history class, that Canada is a very good country and there's a lot of snow in there. And he said, oh my God, and now I can still feel it. But this is my dream. I wanna go to Canada just to see the snow, and then I dream myself that I can touch it with my hands, and then I can feel the coldness. Although in the Philippines it's so hot, but since I am very visionary woman, I am imagining myself that, oh, I saw the snow already. It touches my clothes, and then it touches my hands, and then I can eat it because I'm 15 years old at that time. So I'm so excited, and I said, I'm going there 10 years from now. So that is my dream at that time, and I have no idea how beautiful Canada is. Only I want is to see the snow in Canada, and that's it.
Wow. I know we've talked about that, and I love that story, and just the connection that you had to snow and you felt it. And a big part of that is manifestation, right? So manifestation is like seeing it, feeling it, believing it, dreaming it, touching it, feeling it, bringing it into your reality.
Yes, so that's right.
Tell me a little bit more about your decision. Like, how did the decision to move to Canada, what things fell into place for you to allow you to come here?
Okay, because at that time, when I was 19 years old, I married earlier, so I got pregnant. So in life in the Philippines is very poor. So if you don't have any connections and if you're not rich, although you have your educations, there is no way that you cannot be rich. And then at that time, one of my colleague from the Canada, she said that there's an opportunity in here at the time, and then she mentioned to me that there is a possibility that I can apply. So I grab it right away. And then although at that time I don't have money because you need the money to go to Canada for the expenses, just visa applications and any requirements. And at that time I'm pregnant on my second child, but I never make it as my my hurdles to able to have a dream, because that is my dream since when I was 15. And I said, okay, so I will find all the way just to accomplish it. So I asked many people to help me out to reach my dream, and then I find my way how to get into that application. And at that time, although I'm still rejected, because at that time I'm too young, I'm 19 and I'm pregnant. Right. But I never stop. I keep on applying on the agency that my friend introduced to me until 2 years later, 1 year later, I got an interview from the agency of the for that agency, and then they mentioned to me that I am hired. So out of 11 applications, I got in. So we're only 6 got in, and at that time we got flooded in the Philippines. There's a disaster at that time, and our house got flooded. As in, so at that time, while the agency called me, oh, you got in the applications going to Canada, we're moving from that place to another. So yeah, it's very very inspiring at that time. And then I said, okay, let's get it on. And then after that one, although the payments are so high because of the applications, I don't have any money, as in zero. I don't know how it happens. I just go for it, and then after that, after a year, I get here in Canada. So I don't know, it's just probably because of the abundance. I only just have that mindset that, okay, I'm going to Canada, I will do whatever it takes. So that's only my my affirmation at that time, and I made it.
Yeah, you did. And how did the money come into you? Where did it come from?
It's coming from a random friends, and then some sort of a family relative, especially for my husband's side. So they helped me, and then my mom helped me. So everyone in my surroundings helped me just to reach my dream. And those who believe in me, they helped me to lend money just to get in here. So for 1 year, I'm just paying all my debts in the Philippines. So, and yeah, and I made it.
That is amazing. That's so inspiring. And what about your children and your husband? Did they come with you too?
Yes, so I invested myself first here in Canada. So I worked for 4 years, because it's not easy to get in Canada right away if you don't have money, and because you need to sponsor them. And at that time, my son is 11 months old, and then my daughter is 2 years old. So they're pretty young. So I delayed gratifications. So I didn't buy anything just for myself. So I saved money just to get them, and then 4 years later, them. So I guess, you need to sacrifice a bit for yourself just to reach your dream. And then after that one, I got my family.
I love that. Wow. And what was that 4 years like, to be here by yourself? You were away from your family, especially young children. What was that like for you?
Oh, it kills me. It kills me a lot, emotionally, physically, socially, everything. I got depressed. So now because my mom is in a foreign worker before as well in other country. And then I question myself, why she's doing that? She don't love us. So it happened as well to myself. So my daughter asked that to me as well. She said, why you live in other country? You don't love me? So it happens, it bounced back to me. And now I understand how homesickness and how sacrifices all parents doing them. They need to separate themselves just to gamble for the dream, for their family. And then it inspires me that I have a big why I'm here in Canada. So being alone in 4 years is really hard, especially in wintertime. I don't have any Christmas. I don't have any New Year. I don't have any family day. Because every time I remember that, I feel so sad more. So that's why I don't have any celebrations for 4 years. So yeah, so I just divert myself that, okay, for now I don't have family and I need to focus. So I have to keep myself heads up so that, you know, I can focus on what do I need to achieve on. So after 4 years, everything is all gone. That's why I came into that business, because it makes me more inspired. It makes me more dream that, you know, my family is here already, and it helps me a lot.
That's amazing. And how does your family like Canada? Do they enjoy it? Do they
Yeah.
appreciate the snow like you do?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, especially my kids, they love on the first month, especially because they came here December, and you know, December is so cold.
Very cold, yeah.
And on the first week, they're so happy taking pictures in the snow, and then rolling around there and taking pictures. But after one month, my son said, "Mom, it is cold in here. There's a big freezer here in Canada. So can we go back home?" And I said, "No, this is a good country. This is my dream. This is our dream," until they used to it. And now my kids, their favorite season is winter because they have more activities than summer. So yeah.
That is so cool. I love that. And well, December is kind of an interesting month here in North America as well, because it's the celebration of Christmas. So November, December tends to be a very festive month, and just coming into, you know, experiencing the vastness of that and the celebratory experiences.
Yeah, and you know what the most funny part is? I got approved on my permanent residency on December 25th, 2014.
Wow.
December 25th. So I got my family on Christmas Day. And yeah, so, and at that time, because there is like a discrepancy with the papers, so it delayed about a year. Supposedly I should get them by 3 years, but it got delayed because of the paperwork. And I cried. I said, "Lord, I know this is for us. Please give it to me." And then I keep on crying at that time, because, you know, it kills myself little by little, because I'm so excited to see them. I'm so excited to hug them. But the thing is that the papers keep on delaying. And now I know why the reason behind it, because the Lord, the abundance wants me to united with my family on the Christmas day, which is the family day, and that is the most important event of the year, and that is my favorite event of the year. So that's why I do believe of anything that happened to us, there's a reason and there's a better plan for you. So yeah, and after that one, I learned my lesson, and I said, okay, if something happens to me, I know there's a big reason and there is a better plan for me. And yeah, it works.
That is a powerful testament to trust.
That is right.
Yeah. And where do you feel like you draw your faith or your trust from? Like, where does that come from for you?
Oh, at that time when because of the delaying of the papers.
Well, even just feeling the sensations of trust, where do you, where does that come from? Has that something you've always had, or is it something that you just really learned to feel into it?
Because since when I was a child, we build in a family and in a religious prospect. So there is a learning in the Bible that we need to have a faith whatever where journey is come from. So until I have that mindset, and then I need to follow on it, what is that journey for, and I know there is a good reason. At the time when I was 20 years old, I really want to go to Canada, but there are many hurdles. Like I got pregnant, so probably it's not time yet, and then I got another pregnancy, so it's not time yet. So but I still have this positivity that I know there is a right time for me. And I do believe, I need to believe, and I need to trust till when is this journey is.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what I'm holding on since birth till today.
That's well, very inspiring that that really landed in your heart and that it drives you forward. That's so powerful. And I'm taking, I'm just listening to you, and the way you light up and the way you're so excited just about life and the life that you've created here in Canada is very inspiring. So thank you. And just the sacrifices like that, I think, sometimes I get lazy too, and it's just, I need to remind myself, or I get frustrated or impatient. And, it's just that, okay, maybe I just need to sit a little bit longer. Maybe it's just not time yet. So it's a really great reminder.
That's right. You just have to keep motivated. Even me, sometimes I got lost my motivation as well, and almost surrendering up. But I just keep my heads up, and they said, okay, let's focus on my big why. What is my why? Why I'm here? Why I need to do this?
So I want you to share that. What is your big why? Why are you here, and why are you doing this?
Because I want to see my children, my future children, to have a better life here in Canada. I got raised in the Philippines with, as in poor family. Like we're almost eat like 2 times a day. And at that time, my dad almost surrendered, and then he said that, why don't you just stop studying and then just go to work? So at that time in the Philippines, there is no, if you don't have any educations, you will not get accepted. But I never surrendered. And then I told to myself, no, I should not giving up until when I have my own family. And then I don't want to feel my kids on what I suffer when I was a child. So that is my big why, to give them a better future, that make it sure that they have a very good roof on their head, and make sure they eat whatever they want. Because when I was a child, we need to be selecting whatever we eat. We just eat noodles at the time, just canned goods, just to survive. So for me, that is my big why, that it should not be happening again, and make it sure I can give all the abundance for my children in their future.
Wow, I love that. Thank you. So tell me so who is your sponsor, and like what was that relationship like for you in coming to Canada? Is there a relationship, or did you find people that you were able to connect with at all when you first landed here, or did that really take time?
Yeah, at that time, because I came here in Canada as a foreign worker, so there is an agency that helped me to come here, and then the employer sponsor us to get our paperwork in here, and then after that one, they sponsor us, and then I apply it through the government, and then at that time, in 2011, it's the government is not how do you call it, what's strict, but now it's very strict with regards to applications and everything. So I took advantage of it, and then since I'm a very nice person, I need to be friend with my manager, so they helped me to process my papers, and then after that one, I got I got the approval that I am permanent here in Canada. So that helps me a lot. And then after that one, after 2 years of my permanent residency, I build my business because I want to have time freedom, because my values is about the family. I want to make sure that I have time for especially for my children. I want to make sure that I have time for them, because it's really hard if you don't have time for your family, especially for your children, because I've done that one before when my mom was away from other countries.
Powerful. I want you to share your company name, because that is so, you have embraced Canada on so many levels, and go ahead and share what your company name is and how you came up with it.
Yeah.
And your vision too. I'd like just share all of that piece, your vision for your company and everything that you see coming forward.
Absolutely. My company name is Canagen Inc. So Canagen is coming from Canada's janitorial services. Before my cleaning services business name is Aguinaldo's Cleaning Services. It's too long. And then my client says, oh, looks like your last name is so hard. So how can we refer you? So how about if you can just make a business name that is easily to pronounce? And then I said, okay. So I went to the washroom at that time and thinking. I said, okay, what kind of business name I should put? Until there are lots. Like I list down 20 business names until I reach at, okay, let's go to Canada. Like, I'm doing janitorial and I'm here in Canada, so why not Canadian? So that it happens. And then at the time when I built my business name, I had a vision already. I said, okay, 25 years from now, I want to make sure that I have my 2 million worth of a business with a franchising in December 31st, 2045. And then my building is in a downtown in which everybody can see my company name, Canadian Inc. And wherever you go, you can see the logo of Canadian Inc. on that building. So that is my vision, 25 years, 25, actually 23 years from now. So yeah.
I have no doubt that you'll be able to achieve that. And where do you go for your inspiration? Like, what keeps your mindset clean and your vibration high? Where do you go to get filled up? What keeps you going?
Always have my meditations every day, and I have my affirmations in every corner of my room, in my living room, and in my bathroom, wherever in my bathroom, and then in my office, I have that one, and then in my mirror. So I put all of my affirmation that I am a winner, I am strong, I have prosperity, I have abundance mindset, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot. And every day in the morning and at night before I go to sleep, I review it every day. And then I have my meditation in the morning. It's all about winning mindset. And then at night, it's all about embracing yourself. How do you accept yourself as who you are? Because everybody has special skills. Everybody has their own abundance mindset. So they need to focus on that energy. They need to embrace whoever they are. So that's what I did every day. So I don't care what the circumstances is. I don't care if COVID is there. But this is me. This is who I am, and this is who am I becoming. And I've done that one for 2 years from now. And changing a mindset, it's not easy because I've done that one for many years. Because I can't blame myself and my family because that's how they programmed me. But I need to invest in myself just to change it and not to limit myself, that I can do everything and I can do everything, whatever it takes, just to be a winner.
Powerful. Wow. Thank you. Oh my goodness. And how about your husband? Like, how does he support your dream and your business and your family? Like, are they all behind you 100%?
Of course, yeah. My husband is always supporting me. When I came here in Canada, he thought that it's very risky because we'll be apart, and most of the families breaking their families because one of them gets separated, and he's trying to avoid that. But I told him, no, what is our dream? What is our big why? And then I need to change his mindset as well. Although we have the same core values, which is really good, integrity and being kind. And we just focusing on the things that we meet all together. And because of that one, and now he's helping me on my business. He likes what he's doing as well. And he's handling the operations. So he's really good in operations. He knew everything. And then me, I'm really good at talking, sales and marketing. I guess that's all women. Greatest asset. So we're focusing on the things that we are strong, and the good thing is we like what we're doing.
Right.
Cleaning, yes, because he has the same thing as a mindset. Every time he's doing cleaning, he felt good, he felt better. So that's why it's inspired us to to continue and to keep going and to dream high.
Powerful. Oh, I love that. Thank you. I'm just taking it all in. It's inspiring. I'm always inspired when couples can come together and they can work together and they support each other and help each other grow. That's really, really important.
Yeah, because marriage is like business partners, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to meet. You need to have the same goals in life, because if you don't have, that's why you should choose the right partner in your life and make sure you have the same goal as they are. Although there are some behaviors or personality that are totally different, but just focus on the things that you are meet together, and we use that energy that and our likeness, so we expanded, and we're not focusing on what our difference. His I'm introvert, he's extrovert, so I'm good on people, he's good on logical things. I guess most men are like that. So yeah, so we just meet in the middle. Okay, so focus on your strength, and then I'll just focus on my strength, and let's meet in the middle on what our weakness is. So yeah, so there are lots of things going on, but we're just focusing on the positive side that we need to work on, enable us to grow.
Thank you for the relationship advice. It's really impactful. Well, and I think it is, you know, it's such an important piece that I feel like a lot of people don't think about. They just think about marriage and family and kids, but they don't really think about the dynamics of the relationship. And I think the importance, I love what you said about focusing on strengths instead of the differences, and celebrating each other, right? So really playing into the energy you mentioned a couple times. I think it's so important. So thank you for sharing that. I think that's very inspiring as well.
Absolutely.
And how do you bring your values into your employees? So when you're hiring and looking for employees, what are some of the key values that you look for to be in alignment for the growth of your business?
So usually we share our work cultures looks like, and thanks to my my mentor, Stacy Berger. So she helps me how to get not only my ideal client but also my ideal employee. So I just share what my core values as, such as integrity, teamwork, sense of ownership, and being honest. So I shared that one to my employee, and I asked them what are their core values. So if none of them are not aligned them, so they are not part of my group. But if any of them, at least two of them on our core value, Canadians core values, then that's the time that they're in. And you know, it's easy to deal with the people who have the same values as you are. And there are lots of lessons from that too. It's not about the money they give you more, it's about the relationship. Because if you don't have the same values, no matter how much money they give it to you, it's not working, because you're building each other's trust, and that's your foundations. Same as in relationship, in family, in building friendship, you should have the same values.
Yes, so important. And as you mentioned, it shows up in your relationship with your husband, it shows up in your relationship with your employees and your clients and customers as well.
That's right. It should be everything is aligned, as in everything, not only once, twice, but everything. Because it will make you happy and more inspired. So whatever circumstances coming to you, if you know you're on the same values, you'll be fine.
Beautiful.
And it's positive. It's all positive. No stress. No stress. Yeah, I've dealt with lots of employees before, and there are lots of stress. And I learned a lot that you should know their values before they get into your group. And yeah, I'm so happy right now. All my employees are very nice. Although I'm not there, they're working. They're very hard. They're very hardworking, and they are very dedicated on what they're doing. So because of the values that I share to them, and they have the same values that I have.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. And I'd love for you to talk about COVID, like this whole pandemic experience, and how, because you have a cleaning business, which is going into offices and homes and that kind of thing. And you obviously had to pivot in a big way. And I'd love for you to share a little bit about your insights of how you had to change your business up a little bit, and even just the direction that you are looking forward to now.
Absolutely. Yes. Actually, we got impacted as well with the COVID-19 because most of my business are in residential side. So from last March, middle of March, from 25 clients, I only got two left. And that one is only monthly basis. So I can't blame them because my ideal clients are entrepreneurs in business, and most business got impacted by this COVID-19. So we don't have any business for a month. So we're celebrating if we have one cleaning and it's just 4 hours, at least we have rather than nothing. And then yeah, we got impacted from that one. And then after that, I just focusing from that time because I don't have work for a month, focusing more on investing myself and then what other countries doing in their business, same as I am, and then I'm following it. And I said, okay, so when the stage one comes, so this is our new protocol. So I build the systems. What are the COVID-19 protocols when we get into the customers' home, clients' homes, like wearing masks and then wearing disposable gloves, and make sure we don't have any direct contact with the client, and make sure we have our shoe covers. So we want to make sure that our clients are safe as well from us, because that is our mission, is not only make their life easier, but make them safe as well. I don't want to die them easier. So so we need to have that goal. We need to have that mission, because we have this value, sense of ownership. So if what happened to the clients, it also affect on us, it also impacted to us. So that's why I build this system, want to make sure that they will read it before they book an appointment with us, so that they know their expectations and they knew that they're safe from us. And I invested a lot in disinfecting chemicals, and we gave that one for free, just to disinfect all their high touch areas, such as doors, remote control. So everything that have in high touch areas, just want to make sure that they are safe.
Yeah, powerful. And what about the motivation even just to keep going?
Since I surrounded with winner people, I talk to them. Even me, I have that depression as well. Oh, what is going on? I have this goal for end of the year. So I just reach out all these positive people. I said, what should I do? What should I do? And then they're all richer than I am, smarter than I am, and more successful than I am. And they just told me, just keep going, put the heads up, and pivot your business. So what are the business aside from the residential that you can do that align on your goal? So like selling hand sanitizer, selling masks, selling all kinds of PPE. So I focus on that one because I am more on the cleaning side, because I don't do anything on the residential, because even I'm selling so much, I'm giving more discount, but it will drain all my energy. So since the market needs right now is the PPE, so I'm focusing on that one. What are the customers paying? What do they need right now, especially this COVID-19? So I need to pivot my business. I focus on the window washing, just an outside only, because there's no direct contact, and then selling this PPE. So, and it's free shipping. So, and I've done that one. We need to pivot our business, and yeah, and it's all work.
That's powerful. Yeah, I think I went through exactly the same thing. You know, I kind of felt a little depressed, and had to close my business down too at the time. And I spent a lot of time reaching out, connecting, and I love what you said too, is like connecting with the people who are winners, people who are inspiring, people who are doing it, people who are killing it, in a big way. And I did, and I found myself in really interesting circles that my network actually opened up on a much more global scale than I was before. And I always find it interesting. You just you follow the breadcrumbs sometimes, and then this person, you have a conversation that introduces you to this person. And for whatever reason, this COVID really opened me up into the Australian market, like connecting into more people down through Malaysia and Australia. having different conversations, meeting different people, which then took me to Europe, meeting people in Europe. And yes, you're right, having inspired conversation with people who, you know, who are richer than you and who are richer than me, who have different empires and different arms in their business, who have been doing it for longer, who have been doing it different, who've been, you know, who know, and they've been able to ride out the waves, and even just a different level of wealth kind of showed up for me too in conversations with people that, you know, it's time that we really take our own wealth into our own hands and, you know, scale up your business from a different perspective and a different point of view. So
Exactly, that's right. That's why you hooked me up on your Facebook group, because you says there abundance mindset, and at that time I need to have more abundance in myself. I need to get more motivated. I need to have more powerful. And then since your focus is more spirituality, and I do believe in spirituality, and I said, okay, so let's connect with this soul lady, and then let's have a connection. Because you know, the more you get connected to this kind of a same mindset people, you will inspire more to keep going, no matter what's going on outside of this world. Because these people keep going, how about I am? So I should keep going as well. If these people are winner on this kind of pandemic, why should I not be in winner as well? So I'm not into a victim mode that this happened to us because of this, because of that. But no, we need to take in charge of what is going on. And if you have more time, then do things that you don't have time to do before, and do it right now. That makes you more productive. Just like what I did last pandemic, since I have more time, so I just put all my time helping other people, like helping seniors to have a free ride. And since they're vulnerable, so I need to help them to have their free ride on their homes. And then I help in other cities, such as in High River areas, to give some groceries, because they cannot go in other homes because they got impacted with COVID-19. So I focus on the things that I have already, and I just keep in growing at that time. And at that time I give a free disinfection to those charity that I'm helping, to seniors, to vulnerable, because they need that. And what is my mission? Just to keep them safe. I don't have any business, because everybody has no money. But how them to keep them safe? At least, you know, if they don't have money, at least they remember you, that you help them, you know. And I have this kind of goal, this kind of values, that I need to help others. I need to be kind, because I know that the abundance will give it to me back. It's not the same person, but on the other, into other universe, in other any kind of field. So that's why I really believe on that. And I just being productive on the pandemic, just by helping others.
Yes, no, I love that. And it's confirmation in how I look at the world as well. I believe that spirituality is to me is important. It might look like religion. It might look like whatever that, however you categorize it for yourself, is that a bigger belief system in something more than yourself. And I still believe in the energy of abundance, which it's just the energy of reciprocity, that no matter how you show up, if and when you show up from a full place of service, because I believe that's what our purpose is here. Our purpose is to help serve others, to make the world a better place in whatever capacity that is. So if it's just sharing a smile, if it's being an act of service, an act of kindness, you know, the charities, there's so many different charities that need our help. I love seniors. Seniors have such a special place in my heart as well. And I love sitting with them and connecting with them and hearing their stories, and, you know, just supporting them in whatever way that I can, just because they're lonely too. And there's so many different ways to support, but however we show up, it shows up in our business. I believe the reciprocity happens. And I always find, you know, no matter what, and this has happened throughout this whole pandemic in my own experience, is there's been like zero income coming in to all of a sudden windfalls of cash showing up, windfalls of clients showing up. And I believe it comes from showing up every day to be of service to whoever else is willing to show up in whatever capacity. I started at my Facebook group through the pandemic. I started the show through the pandemic, of connecting and having, for the purpose of having inspired conversation with people, to also hopefully inspire others to keep going, and to keep their vibrations high, and to keep their just to keep showing up every day, because there's days where it's hard, and I get it. I know it myself. But I'm always looking for ways or something that changes my view, raises my frequency, inspires me, that gets me moving in the right direction, regardless of whatever direction it is.
Exactly.
And I think we have goals and we have aspirations, and we have to let go of the outcome.
That's excellent. Yeah, nobody likes this kind of a crisis. Even the most have people that have a risk management, 5-year risk management, they don't know about this one. But the only we can do is just have being faith, and just keep going on what we're doing, and just focusing on the things that you have, all the resources that you have, just focus on it, and then put all your energy on it. So, and that's what I've learned on this like-minded people, because they knew already and they've been there. So although they don't experience this kind of pandemic, but it helps, to put all the same mindset, all the winner mindset, that okay, this is what we need to do, enable us to be successful. And yeah, I'm so inspired. I'm so inspired this kind of motivation, especially you you inspired lots of women like me. You share all your story, and then you motivated everybody, especially the women entrepreneurs, because most of the entrepreneurs, they're relaying, this is their foundations on how their life being being great. So you inspire them to get up again and shift their mindset for being a positive and focusing on the things that they have already. So that's why I'm so grateful that we met. And yeah, we have this abundance mindset, and yeah, I'm so excited for upcoming abundance.
Well, and I think it's a testament to, I've always been a huge fan of networking, and as uncomfortable as it can be sometimes, it's still lifelines. It's a place to plug in. It's a place to, what I love about entrepreneurs is there's so many of us who are doing our own thing, and we all have different skill sets. We all have different experiences, life experiences. And, I'm always inspired that for who shows up in the room, regardless of showing up to in-person networking events or online networking events, or just saying, I'm a big fan of just saying yes and magic happens, because saying yes is very courageous. And I believe that you're rewarded, when you stretch yourself, stretch your comfort zone. You don't know what you're saying yes to, and yet, it's that there's a deep, pleasant surprise on the other side that maybe will take you on a different path that you hadn't yet even known about, right? So I always look at the opportunity. It's the opportunity and possibility of what else is possible.
That is excellent. Everything you said is right.
So super important. I think, even just as a takeaway from this segment in our conversation is, to surround yourself with like-minded people. Well, not always like-minded, but people who are doing it, people who are making things happen, who are movers and shakers, who, are doing it, and that to me is what you represent. That is, you're doing it, you're living in alignment. You have always had your dream in your heart, and you do whatever it takes to sacrifice and to move mountains to make it happen. And when you never give up and you keep asking and keep sharing your dream, I think that's another big takeaway from you, is that you've always shared your dream with your family. Like, it was never a secret. It was never a quiet dream. It was I'm going to make this happen, and I need to make this happen. How are we going to make this happen? And you keep asking questions, and you kept trying, and you kept filling out that application, and then all of a sudden it got approved, you know. And I think sometimes we give up too easily before we ask again, you know, that we can never ask too many times. That's a
You
huge,
get it right.
that's a great, you know, that's a reminder for me as well.
You get it right. And you know, universe has a very powerful listening skills. Whatever you say, it will give to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was surprised, and I don't know how does it happen. Only I want to go to Canada. I want to go to Canada. I'm just telling it every day. I'm telling it to my friends, and I don't care. They call me crazy at that time. You're crazy. That's only for rich people. I said, no, I really want to go to Canada. I want to go to Canada. So yeah, and then it's powerful, and I don't know how did I being successful on that one, but I knew that I reached it. So I find all things just to make it possible. So that's why I learned a lot from it, that you have to believe on something that you know that you can reach it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what my mentors said to me. You have to believe, and it will come to you. So every day always telling it, believe.
Yeah, you have to believe it into reality, and it will come.
And shout it out.
Yes.
Tell it to everybody.
Yeah.
You are a winning mindset.
Yeah.
Then you will be a winner.
Well, I can't wait to hear back from you in another 25 years, I think you said, for your big building and
I'm so excited for it.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to hear how that manifests for you. So we're just coming to the end of our time, and I so appreciate you. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your inspiration. You inspire me on so many levels. And I would just love for you to share any last minute tips or anything else that you'd like to share as we wrap up today?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to dream. Don't limit yourself, and focus on your passion. What are you passionate about? It's not about it's because of this, because of that. You are rich, you are poor, you don't have money. No, it doesn't matter on who you are, but you have to believe on something that you can make it. If you want to be an artist, then believe in it. Don't and then change your environment if it doesn't help you. Philippines is a poor country, so I changed my surroundings because I want to be rich, not only financially, but in everything, in aspects in my life. And Canada is a very good when it comes to family reunited, and that is part of my values. So I believe that I'm coming here in Canada. I will be here because this is my dream. So I just believe, and I hold that dream, and whatever it takes, just go for it. Don't give up. You should have a big why. Why are you doing this? And why you need to be sacrificed, why you need to be patient, why you need to delay gratifications. So that is my foundations. That's why wherever I am now, I know I am successful. And always remember that you need to have believe on yourself. You cannot believe on something if you don't believe on yourself. That's what they said. If you don't love yourself, you cannot give love to others. So everything starts by yourself. So yeah, that's my biggest tip and lessons that I learned from my life, and until now I'm still doing it.
Well, and I love that you shared earlier too. I think it's important for people to remember it's not always roses and unicorns. You know, it's not always those ecstatic, happy moments. It's a lot of the work, and it's, you know, the word that keeps coming up lately is grit. You know, it's that grit to keep going. It's the grit and the drive to make it happen, because it is a scramble. It's a blind scramble a lot of the time, but you just have to trust that one foot in front of the other is all. If that's all you can see in the moment, just trust in every footstep. Trust that your foot is planted. and feel your movement. And you know, it's okay to feel depressed sometimes, and it's okay to feel sad and frustrated and angry, as much as celebrating the joys and the successes, and you know, those celebrations and those sacred days. You know, you had your family, that note come on the 25th of January. You know, look for the proof. And sometimes we get lost in the journey, but we don't actually focus on the proof that we are moving forward and that things are happening for us. So thank you for sharing all of your journey, and thank you for your inspiring and beautiful energy that you're sharing with the world, and being of service in that way. That is so much more than just running a cleaning company. You know, it's that serving your community, um, and you know, you show up whole and full every time I see you, and that inspires me as well. So thank you for being you.
No problem. Thank you so much as well. And I'm so grateful that I have this abundance mindset, and I'm surrounded with the winner people like you. So thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope this pandemic will done so that we can have hug each other. So I miss that a lot.
I look forward to seeing you in person. Well, I can't wait till that day happens. I'm
Yes.
looking forward to it. So thank you. Thank you so much, Lorephil. And you can connect with Lorephil on LinkedIn. I'll be posting the link in the show notes below. So thank you so much to all of our viewers for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to make sure that you're getting up to date all the upcoming shows. And you know, please share your comments and share it out with the world, and you know, just keep the message alive. And until next time, abundant love. Thank you so much. Bye.
Let's get it on. Bye.